Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel. If it's your first time here, thank you for joining me in my little corner of the internet. Today I'm back trying some new makeup out, but before I get into that, I have a few disclaimers. I have a few videos coming up later. I know I haven't posted in like 2.5, 3 months, but I felt like with everything going on in the world, makeup really didn't seem very important, and I don't really feel like I'm position or I'm the person to articulate all the things going on in the world, so I'll leave some sources below, but I just felt like it'd be weird to not talk about the things that are going on in the world currently in the situation and just talk about makeup, which seems kind of, I don't know, not very important considering everything that's going on. Please don't mind my dying plant. My boyfriend killed it. We're gonna go ahead and get started with some new makeup, and I have quite a few bits and pieces here. A few things I got, or actually one thing I'm gonna be talking about mainly is the Kevyn Aucoin foundation balm, which I got from Octoly, which is very exciting. I reached 1,000 subscribers, so I got approved to Octoly, which means I get free makeup sometimes, depending on if the brand approves me or not. So I will be talking about that foundation later, but I'm gonna be starting with the Tatcha liquid silk canvas. I just have a little sample of it, and it's teeny tiny. I don't really like committing to primers without trying them, especially because my skin type tends to be dry, so I don't really know if like things will work out for me until I try it first. And this one seems, I've tried the balm like version and I didn't like it that much, so this one does seem a little bit like slipperier, but does kind of still feel like silicone to me, even though I'm not really sure if there is silicone or just has that kind of smoothing effect on your skin, which I tend to like, but I just tend to not like it in like a balm form because it tends to make me look super like matte, and I don't love that. Okay, and this is the Kevyn Aucoin foundation balm in the shade Light FB 4.5. I wanted to try it when it came out, but I wasn't really sure because it's like balms kind of scare me, and then it just kind of, you know, there were so many foundation launches like during a certain period of time, if you guys remember, and I just felt like I was overloading on foundation. Didn't feel like I really needed it, but I saw it in Octoly and I was like kind of like side-eyeing a little, giving it a little interest, and surprisingly enough they were kind enough to send this to me. I received this product complimentary from Kevyn Aucoin Beauty, and you can find the product linked below through the Octoly link, and it does come with a little foundation brush. This isn't the first impression by any means. Actually, I've had this for like the entire month, so I kind of understand like how this is gonna look on my skin. My skin hasn't been particularly like very dry, maybe because it's like the summertime and it's been more like normal, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply that with like my normal brush, because this brush is like a little smaller and I don't really like it that much, so I'm just going to use my regular brush and apply that. So the foundation is more of a natural finish. It's not like super dewy by any means. I don't know if this would be for like supremely dry skin, which I normally am, but because of like the summertime, my skin isn't too bad currently. And I think like before, my retinol was really affecting my skin, so I was a little bit drier then. So I would say if like you're normal to oily, this would probably even work better for you, or like more combo, just depending on like what kind of finish you like. If you're like a normal girl who likes like super dewy, you probably wouldn't like this, but if you're like a normal girl who likes more like a natural like matter finish, this could be like it for you. But yeah, I don't think this is for like really dry skin, and that's what it's kind of looking like. I'm gonna go ahead and put some bronzer on, or some like a contour yeah, so I have a couple new bronzers here. None of these are first impressions by any means, but I have been using the Fenty Macchiato cream bronzer. Oh my god, this looks gross. Fenty Cream Macchiato bronzer a lot lately, and it is a pretty good one if you like cream bronzer. You guys know I like cream, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pat that on. And I feel like because this is more of like a natural foundation, it does go well with like a cream if you were looking for a little bit more like of a hydrated look. And compared to the matchsticks, these are like a lot more dewy looking, I feel like, because the matchsticks are a bit more like cream to powder. It just doesn't look as dewy on the skin, but this one does look pretty dewy on the skin. I'm just gonna go over it on my nose a little bit. Okay, and then we're gonna go into some new actually, I think I'm gonna powder some bronzer on top of that just to give it a little bit more color. I'm gonna go in with the new Kosas Golden Bronze Medium bronzer. I got these all during the sale, like last, I don't know, when was that? A couple months ago? And this one's pretty like intense, so you do want to be careful with the brush. Just put a little bit on. Just tap off the excess and just tap it on. And this is more of like that baked formula. Okay, and then going in with the Anastasia eye primer, I'm going to put some primer onto my lids. I hope you guys are all doing well, by the way. I'm sort of back at work, at least at one of my jobs. And it's pretty insane. It's been kind of dead because it's a gym that I work at, but I'm like happy to be working at all and doing stuff. But I don't know, if it seems like everything is gonna maybe close down again. LA just closed down the bars as well as their beaches, so I feel like it's gonna happen to Orange County anytime, any day now. And then going into the Natasha Denona Bronze palette. This is new. This is by no means a review of any sort. I'm just trying everything out for the first time on camera, and I just could not help myself. This is another neutral palette, but I just felt like I liked the color scheme so much, and it really intrigued me for some reason, even though I have 1,000 neutral palettes. So I'm like bluish toned, cool toned color. I don't know, but I don't know what to look good with. So I'll just lay down Beach first, because it seems like a light neutral color. I'm just gonna go ahead and place that down first and then try to figure out what I want to do. And this is a $62 palette that I really like the size of these because it's not like ginormous, and I don't really feel like I ever go through eyeshadow like that anymore, so I feel like I don't need like the normal 125 palettes from Natasha because I can't ever finish it anyway. And I feel like 62 is like not spectacular pricing, but it's like something more people would be like willing to buy than like a $125 palette. I'm gonna go into the color Rhodium, which is that like blue color right here in this corner right there. And I'm just gonna start doing like a halo eye-ish style. I didn't even zoom you guys in. I've clearly not recorded it in a while, but I do have videos pre-recorded, so I will start posting those soon once I edit them. So it's like a shifting bluish and purplish. It's really pretty. I kind of like the way that looks like without it being connected, so I might just leave it not connected. And then go into that beach color again. Just going between Rhodium and beach. Pretty simple eye makeup look today. Okay, and then I'm gonna go into some concealer. I'm gonna go in with the Kosas concealer because this is like the only clear concealer I've been using since I got it. I really like this concealer. I'm gonna just place it underneath a little bit. And then just pat that out. Okay, and so those are the eyes so far. And then I'm gonna go into the blush for today. So I have the Patrick Ta. There's gonna be a lot of Patrick Ta here, but I have the new Patrick Ta She's That Girl blush. I didn't buy all of them. I just don't feel like I need every single shade of blush that comes out, even though I want to get every single shade of blush that comes out. I would say like this is like the same size blush as his powder blush, and this is a duo cream and powder. I wish he just came out with a cream because he already has powder blushes and I just prefer like cream blushes, but maybe it's just so like you could set them on top. I will say though, if you don't want both like the cream and powder because you don't think you'll ever use the powder, I do have color dupes from like the Fenty line. There's like a piece of hair right here that you could purchase instead of these, and I think they're just as pretty. So this is in She's That Girl. This is like that, it's like a more pink blush, which I tend to go for more peachy blushes, but I really like how like pink blushes just make you look like flushed and awake and pretty. And these are pretty pigmented. I really like the cream. I just really wish it was just like the cream by itself instead of the cream and the powder. I'll have all the prices listed below because I obviously am not used to filming again, so I just forgot to keep track of all of those things before this video. But I believe it's in like the $32–$36 range. And just over my nose a bit. And then just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna put the powder on top just to set everything. I know I'm like using more powder in this video than I have like on my entire channel. And since we're using Kevyn Aucoin today, I think I'm gonna go in with the Kevyn Aucoin Glass Glow Face. I love this. It's like probably one of my favorite like glowy products ever. It just truly makes you look like you have glass skin. And I just grab a little bit on the back of my hand and I'm just gonna put it on top of my blush. But sometimes I would just wear it like underneath foundation too. And I have that glow product in Prism Rose. It looks really pink in the bottle, but I don't really feel like it looks intensely like rosy, so I feel like you can just kind of use it as like a highlighter. And at least when my camera's overheating, so I went off camera and put on the Essence Lash Princess mascara. It's a bit clumpier than I would like, but I feel like my lashes look super long, so there's that. It's like $2. Essence mascaras are really pretty freaking good for $2. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Before I move on any further and forget, if you guys were looking for like color dupes for the Patrick Ta She's That Girl like cream blush, at least if you're like me and you just prefer cream blushes to have, it's like pretty, so that's She's That Girl right there on the back of my hand. Put a little bit more. And this is Fenty's little cream blush in Petal Poppin'. I think it's like $10 cheaper, and it's literally the same thing. Like, maybe it's not literally the same, but the effect on the cheek is the same, and the formulas are pretty similar. It's pretty freaking like identical if you ask me. So this is the Patrick Ta She's That Girl, and this is, please focus, and this is Fenty in Petal Poppin' right here. I feel like it's not showing up on camera. I don't know why my camera refuses to focus today, but they're very similar on the cheeks. So if you guys wanted just one of them, I think you guys could get a similar look with the Fenty. And then this is in Strawberry Drip. Literally, like, on the cheeks, they all look the same. And so that's Fenty, the cream blush, and Strawberry Drips. They all look like pretty similar pinks to me, and that Fenty color Strawberry Drip is right here. Like, there's such slight differences that I feel like you could get away with just one of those, but you know, I bought all three, so I'm gonna go ahead and put on the Rowan eyebrow pencil in dark. I'm gonna do this off camera because I feel like it's like really not interesting, but I will show you guys how I get my feathered brows using the new Patrick Ta like brow gels. I mean, not gel, the brow like, what are they, what is it even called? The brow wax, the brow wax. Okay, and then I'm going to show you guys how to use, or how I use the Patrick Ta for brows, the brow wax in tinted. This comes in tinted and clear. I think it's like in the $20 range, and honestly it's like the exact dupe for the Flower Beauty bubble brow, but I didn't know they discontinued that. So if you like really like the Flower Beauty one, this is $10 like more expensive, which is annoying, but I mean, if like you love that brow gel and you can't get it anymore, this is like pretty much the same thing. And at first I didn't think that like it worked and like my brows weren't gonna stay, and like I think I just didn't know how to use it. After watching a couple of reviews, I figured out how to use it, and it looks kind of grody because like the process is kind of like intense. So I'm gonna grab the Too Faced 3-in-1 Hangover Primer or Refresher Setter, whatever you want to call it, and I'm just gonna douse it. And if you just really want to get it real like, oh crap, so you want to get it like really wet. Like it's, the spray is the whole thing, it gets gross, but you just want to make sure you really douse it in that because you need a lot of the product. And then you're gonna grab a spoolie. I didn't buy the brow product, the brow pen or whatever the tool is, because I have a spoolie at home, and actually I did try to buy it, but then Sephora sent me the wrong one and I just figured it wasn't meant to be. And then you're just gonna swirl your brush in there and get like way more product than you think it's necessary, because if you have brows like mine and like they won't stay up otherwise, you need a lot of product for it to like get into your brows. And then you're just gonna start putting it through your brows. So like for me at least, and my brows, you need a lot of this product. It's not like you spray it a little and then you just use a little bit of the product. For me, I have to like really glue that shit on for my brows to stay up. Hairy brow versus regular brow. So I will say, if like you bought this product and think it doesn't work for you, try it a couple more times. Just use way more than you think you need, and then also spray it to death with a lot of setting spray. And for me at least, it works, and it does hold my brows into place. And I don't need to do like the laminating technique that he does. I don't personally like the way it looks like laminated. Like he like presses it down with his whole brush like this, but I end up just like brushing it through anyway, so I don't really feel like that's necessary, and it'll just kind of hold my brows in place all day. And I'll just go ahead and do the other brow, and again I'm wetting it again. I'm telling you, like it's not like the most pretty or clean way to get your brows up and feathered, but it is a cruelty-free and gel-free way. Off like gel does sometimes. And I feel like Patrick Ta can do no wrong at this point. Like everything he comes out with, I like pretty much. So there we go. Okay, and then I swear this isn't like wasn't trying to be like a all Patrick Ta new shit video, but I have a couple more things from Patrick Ta. I got the new lip liner in Oh She's Single, and I like the other nude lip liner, but this one seemed a little darker, so that's why I was like intrigued and I wanted to try it. I have tried it before and I do like it. And then last but not least, I'm gonna go in with Oh She's Single, the lipstick. I think this is like his first like bullet lipstick formula, and it's like a soft matte, and it does look kind of similar. It reminds me of like the Lisa Eldridge in the way that it like kind of looks like a little bit more like matte around, and then but when you put it on, it's more of just like a smooth matte formula. And the lipstick's a little bit more, it's not pink, but it's, the lip liner is just so like brown. And this is more like a pinky peachy nude. Okay. And this is the finished look. I wouldn't say like the foundation is like my favorite by all means, but I do feel like with like the Kevyn Aucoin Glass Glow, like it does look really nice and like smooth, and it does give like that hint of glow from that Glass Glow right there. I really like the cream blush, but really I haven't really met a cream blush that I've hated so far, and it is pretty like pigmented, so be careful when you're applying. I just kind of wish like that he separated them. I don't like the packaging of this as well. Like I just wish this like whole thing was just a cream blush. It is cool that it comes with a cover, so yes. And then the palette, eyeshadow palette, I really like how unique the eye looks like right now, but I just like haven't played with it enough to say, but I will keep playing with it and report back. Besides that, I like the lip liner and the lipstick. I just don't know if it's like particularly like really unique and really mind-blowing for me, but I do like them. They're good products. I just feel like I have a lot of like lip formulas that are really good, so I feel like it's pretty on par with those. And then I think of all my like favorite new products, I do really like the Patrick Ta the brow wax. Now that I figured out how to use it, there is like a learning curve to it, but it is strong enough to keep it on throughout the day, but it's not like scrubbing it off by the end of the day, so that's good. If the Flower Beauty one came back though, I kind of think I would just stick with the Flower Beauty one because it's $10 cheaper and it's like basically the same thing, but I do like it, and I feel like it's really hard to like create brow products that help keep my eyebrows hairs up, so I do like it. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll try my best to try to upload more for you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.